Good evening, you're watching The Right Stand with me, Poonam Burde. Madurai, one of the world's oldest living cities, known for its deep religious diversity, has been at the center of a deep divide for the last 3 weeks. A Madras High Court order from December 1st reignited a century-old property disagreement between a Hindu temple and an adjoining Dargah. Over the past 2 years, there have been petitions, there have been counter-petitions, police prohibitions, demonstrations and judicial directives that have sought to define and try and resurrect some of these rituals and processions and territorial claims that are tied to this disputed Deepam site at the sacred hill. But while devotees of Lord Muruga were blocked from lighting the Kartikeya Deepam at the Subramanya Swami temple, the Sultan Sikandar Dargah saw devotees follow a tradition at the site the temple claims is theirs. That begs the question, if minorities in the state of Tamil Nadu are more equal than the rest in the state, has the DMK government willfully defied a court order to follow a deceitful anti-Hindu agenda? Before we delve into all of that, here are some of the facts of what has transpired in Madurai over the last few days, especially in the last 24 hours, which is why we're having this discussion at all in the first place. There was a flag hoisting at the Dargah there. That happened on the night of December 21st. This was at the Hazrat Sultan Sikandar Badshah Dargah in connection with a festival that is going to go on until the 6th of January. The temple pillar, which is at the point of contention, is just about 50 meters away. That is where the Kartikeya Deepam was supposed to be lit. That is just 50 meters away from the Dargah. That is where that flag was hoisted. The local residents then protested. They sought permit to light the Deepam near the Dargah, for which permission was then denied. But permission has been granted by the state government and the local authorities there to continue this particular festival that is followed at the Dargah until next month. This controversy over the Kartikeya Deepam has only snowballed in the month of December, and there are several court orders for that. First, a single judge bench, Justice Swaminathan, permitted the lighting of the Kartikeya Deepam at the Deepam site. That order came in on the 1st of December. It was supposed to be lit on the 3rd of December, but that didn't happen because the state government blocked these protesters nonetheless, these devotees nonetheless. The state government then appealed this particular order. It was dismissed by the division bench of the High Court. The division bench also said that the motive behind the appeal was to preempt contempt action, but that wasn't the case. Stalin government then moved a plea in the Supreme Court on the 5th of December for urgent hearing. That urgent hearing plea was not looked into, but they argued that there was no historical evidence to prove that this pillar was a Deepam at all, and that it was just a pillar that could have been very well part of the Dargah. They claim that this lighting spot and these protests that were driven by it were only a certain mindset really and nothing to abide by traditions. But questions are being raised with the Dargah now being granted permission to hoist a flag near that ancient pillar. The BJP has called it double standards of the DMK, with Hindus being prevented from lighting the sacred Deepam at the Deepam, while the Dargah gets permission to raise a flag. The AIA-DMK, which is the BJP ally in the state, has also raised similar concerns. Also then going on to say that for the Stalin government, it's merely vote bank politics and minorities as a vote bank that matters the most. Listen in to the war of words that has erupted even as the DMK maintains a stoic silence as the city of Madurai erupts once again.
The role of the elected government to ensure that there is peace that prevails in the section of the society. But what DMK wants is DMK wants a bloodbath in Thiruparamkundram so that it can appease a section of the people for vote bank politics, keeping Udaynidhi in mind. They have not done their job. 2005, Leader Amma called in for a peace committee meeting and ensured that peace prevails in Thiruparamkundram, wherein this government has not taken any such effort so far.
This is the anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan face of DMK. On the one hand, the DMK prevents Hindus from lighting the sacred Kartikeya Deepam at the Deepam, the sacred pillar. But on the other hand, it gives permission to the Dargah there to conduct its own ceremonies and to even raise the flag. Why this double standards?
So let's open this up. Narayanan Tirupati, Chief Spokesperson of Tamil Nadu BJP, is with us. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, political analyst who backs the DMK, is with us as well. S. Muralidharan, political analyst backing the TVK. And Ramaswamy Mayappan, an advocate, joins us. Let me begin by asking Mr. Ibrahim, why is it that we saw this sort of disparity where one particular community was not allowed to practice what they have been saying is centuries-old tradition while the other was?
Until the BJP and RSS play petty politics with the Thiruparamkundram issue, everything was going fine and Madurai people were enjoying whatever the freedom. Now the matter is sub judice. And even when it comes to this Dargah, the regular procession was being given. The same procession was being given, the same procedure was being given during the Kartikeya Deepam, where the ancient 100-year-old pillar has been given which is the righteous thing which the state government has to do when during the Kartika Deepam. And the same tune has been lit up during the Kartika Deepam by December 3rd, December 1st, on that particular event, which has been followed for more than 100 years. So there is no kind of double standard here, which the BJP and RSS is trying to evoke through their proxy called Rama Ravi Kumar, by invoking seditious, invoking most sensitive prawn area over there. But having said that, the Madurai has been seeing Kallalagar Murugan festival. Almost 30 lakh people have been following on a year by year without even a 0.01% of any kind of deviation or any kind of issues. Until unless the BJP and RSS want to try to do the petty politics by religion, which they have been successful in doing that with the North India, they want to try the same thing in South India, particularly in
But
Tamil
Mr.
Nadu.
Ibrahim, it wasn't the BJP or the RSS that blocked these devotees from going atop that hill on the 3rd of December. It was the state government, it was the state police and the local administration. So how is the BJP invoking anything? There was a court order that asked for this lighting of the Kartikeya Deepam at that particular spot. And yet these devotees were blocked.
Can I complete? By 1996, there has been given a ruling which has been stated by the double bench judge by 2014, which has been stated during the 2017 hearing also. So once the double bench has given a constitutional framework of those kind of orders, which has been overturned by the single judge with what kind of narratives, we don't want to get into this and create a contempt. But having said that, whether the appeal of the HRNC have been followed during the Supreme Court, when the court has been pending order has been there, the 100-year-old Deepathoon has been formally lit up every year without even a 0.01% of problems or issues. Only unless there is a motive behind the BJP and RSS to create a division with the religion ahead of 2026 polls, the state government has its all liberty to make sure there is a law and order problem doesn't arise. And having said that, 100-year-old Deepathoon have been formulated and written even this year by the HRNC by call upon all the Tripurankundram people and doing or whatever the procession which has to be followed has been followed by the state government. What kind of narrative the BJP has to formulate with this kind of issue, that won't be allowed. Not even only in Tamil Nadu, but across India, it shouldn't be allowed by creating a divisive
But sir,
politics,
you haven't answered my question. It wasn't the BJP or the RSS that blocked these people, that blocked these devotees from going atop that hill. It was the state government, the local administration and the police.
No, unless the case has been filed by the Madurai High Court, which has been under sub judice matter right now.
But the DMK government appealed to the court. The Supreme Court didn't say, okay, fine, put a stay on what the court had said. Which means that the earlier order which came in from the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court stays in effect, which means that Deepathoon lighting at the Kartikeya Deepam should have happened.
Poonam, prevention of law and order where there are kind of miscreants who have been coming to create a divisive politics or divisive in nature has to be proclaimed and has to be eradicated by the state government through whatever the means. Even if it is Islam people are doing it or Christians doing it or Hindus doing it, that doesn't matter for any state government who run by the constitution book, right? And once there has been a given of information by the intelligence stating that there kind of a mob is coming, those are the inputs which has been submitted to the Madurai High Court bench as well, even during the last hearing. So now as the matter is sub judice, we want to wait for the righteous place which has to be given to the Hindus. There is no denial at all. Even the state government of Tamil Nadu has done almost 3,000 Kumbh Mela and Kumbhabhishekam or during the last 4.5 years, where the ADMK government for the last 10 years have done only 38 to 39 Kumbhabhishekam. So you don't want to call an DMK government, which is secular for all the people of Tamil Nadu, for almost the 8 crore people of Tamil Nadu, as one particular religion or particularly bashing some kind of religion. That is the narrative which the BJP and RSS want to do ahead of 2026 polls, which sensibility of the Tamil Nadu.
So Narayanan Tirupati, this is only a political matter for the BJP and the RSS, which is why you're trying to whip up the sentiment and keep this alive. Leave aside the fact that the court actually ordered it. That order was not put into effect or implemented by the state government, but it's just the BJP that's trying to whip up this sort of sentiment is the allegation.
See, only one thing. Last year, the same judge, Mr. G.R. Swaminathan, in a different case, he has given a judgment in Yerwadi Santanakodu Vida. What happened yesterday in Tripurankundram, the same thing happened in Yerwadi. So, for more than 10 years, it was stopped. So, Judge G.R. Swaminathan had given the verdict and order that it should be conducted from last year. the state police, that the same Dravida model DMK government implemented what the Judge G.R. Swaminathan said. There were no barricades, there was no 144, nobody was curtailed, nobody was denied permission. But they followed what Mr. G.R. Swaminathan said because it was favoring the Muslims. Now, when it comes to Hindus, the Dravida model DMK government says so many things that law and order problems will come. We will not allow anyone into the temple above the Murugar temple, not even to the Shiva temple. We have been stopped. All the Hindus have been stopped entering this hill, Tiruparamkundram hill, for the past so many months, almost 1 month or 1.5 months. But how come you send somebody now? Will the law and order is okay now? If it is okay, then you cannot curtail people to go from there. So this is the double standard as what the communists did in Jacobite was the Orthodox case and the Sabrimala case. So you have two different yardsticks for two different religions. This is called the Dravida model. The government has got no authority, no right, no business to do Kumbhabhishekam as claimed by my friend. It is the temple management which does all those things. So they claim that they are doing. They are not doing. The temples are paying money to the HRNC board and the government is not paying even 1 rupee to temples. So please understand, all these narratives are set by the DMK government. We are only asking how you are not allowing anyone to go to the hill. Now, how you allow somebody there when you are stopping the Hindus? That is what we are asking.
Mr. Ibrahim, do you have a counter to make? Because these questions are being asked not just by the BJP and the RSS, but several devotees in the state of Tamil Nadu as well.
Yeah, of course. I sincerely want everyone, as it is the status quo which has been followed previously 1 year by inviting all the devotees across.
144 is there. Sir, 144 is there. You have not allowed people for the past 1 month. Now, how you are, yesterday, how you have allowed? This is the question. The law is common for everyone, whether it is a Muslim or a Hindu or a Christian. How you can allow some people yesterday? You are denying anyone to walk inside the hill. But yesterday you allowed. How? Where is the 144? Where are the barricades? That is what we are asking.
Sir, with due respect to Narayana Tripati, sir, he is a learned man. He knows how the law operates, and there has been a complete 144 where the proper barricade should be there.
To the entire hill.
Where the people till the Uchipillayar, where the ancient 100-year-old Deepatun, the entire HRNC called over almost 100 of the people to go ahead and lit up during the Kartikeya Deepam is what we understand. But having said that, I as an individual, I want all the people cutting across religion should have an harmonious kind of doing their practice.
Does it belong to Pakistan? Above that, above Uchipillayar Koil, that belongs to Pakistan. I don't see it. It belongs to India.
See, these kind of perception, these kind of insinuation, these kind of hate mongering dialogue.
Sir, I am asking you.
Narayanan sir, with due respect to you, with Narayanan sir.
Tiruparamkundram hill is a very big hill. Why you are stopping? You have been. I don't say why you stopped. Okay, leave that also. Till yesterday, you stopped people entering above this Uchipillayar temple. Okay, I accept what you say. And now yesterday, how did you allow them? What happened to your 144? What happened to your problems?
That you have to make sure to put in public litigation case or an RTA to inform how the government has been doing that. No, I'm saying I am not on the official capacity of the. I am not an official.
And that's the most unfortunate bit, because in official capacity, the DMK does not want to come out and answer any of these questions. But let me get in the other two gentlemen that have been waiting as well. Ramaswamy Mayappan, the simple point really is this: legally speaking, who owns the hill? Because this has been going on for a really long time. It has been going on for decades, if not centuries, this sort of property disagreement or argument that has been going on between the two sites, between the Dargah and the temple. But it's not that every year we see something like this happen. It's not that every single year Madurai and this particular hill erupts in protests and erupts in these kind of scenes.
My pranams to Bharat Mata and the people of Bharat. First, I think my brother Harish Ibrahim is misunderstood the judgment of the Honorable Court. First, the judgment of the decree in 1923 has been upheld by the Privy Council that gives rights to the entire hill to the idol Lord Muruga. So the deity there has rights over the entire hill. The only right available to the Dargah is to the property where Dargah is, the Nelitopu, and they have right of easement, ingress and egress to the Dargah. They don't have any other right. They do not have ownership anywhere else. This has been, this has attained finality. No one can question it today. 1. 2. The question that there is a division bench judgment in 2011 and 2014 is erroneous, is a wrong legal argument. The request made by the petitioner there was to light the lamp on the topmost point of the hill where the Dargah is located. That I am with my friend that the lamp cannot be lit where the Dargah is. Peace has to be protected. There has to be a good relationship between all communities. There has to be peace. Therefore, lamp can't be lit in the Dargah. That is not the relief that is sought by the petitioners today. They are asking about a Deepam. Deepam in name is a pillar with lamp. So where do you light the lamp? In a pillar with the lamp. So you pour oil there. There is availability of 3 different positions for the lamp to be lit and for ghee to be poured in there. So I'm not sure physically if that pillar can be used for any other purpose. So the logic of it is also defied. Then the next question on the legal position, that there is a matter that is sub judice. There is no stay before the Supreme Court. There is no stay before the division bench. The contempt petition, the letters patent appeal on the contempt petition has been dismissed. So now that being the position, the state, the state missionary, either the collector or the SP do not have any legal basis to stop anyone. They created a situation where there is a 144 or 163 under the BNSS and people can't travel. Now, if 144 has to be there for one person, that has to be applicable to everyone. The law of the land is equal. That's precisely what my senior Mr. Narayan Tirupati had asked, that how can there be 144 until yesterday for everyone else? How can that 144 be removed for one community to go and hoist the flag? If that is the case, then there is no law and order issue. Why not only 10 people? The court permitted 10 people to go there. The court did not even ask in the first instance 10 people to go there. The court asked the temple administration to go and light the lamp. If the temple administration went and lit the lamp, no one else will have to go. There is no requirement of any public going there. People pray from anywhere else. They had access to go there irrespective. So what is the problem of the government? The government is on appeasement politics, 1. 2, after the British Raj, this is a government that wants to divide and rule. They want to divide Hindus, Muslims and Christians, create a vote bank for themselves. Otherwise, their anti-incumbency issue, their incapability in governance today, them not delivering on every issue of their manifesto will come to light. Therefore, they want to divide the communities here, create a political issue where nothing exists, and do not allow Hindus and cause this animosity.
But Mr. Mayappan, the basis of this argument is that Deepam is a pillar that's meant to have lamps lit there, which is why devotees of Lord Muruga want to light lamps there. But as per the state government, that is just a pillar. What is the evidence that is a Deepam at all? That is what they said in the court, which is why they say that there is no genesis.
So this is where I will have to interfere. They submitted an affidavit with things comparing that the other lamp pillars. The new stand that they are taking now is that this is of Jain origin and not of Hindu origin. Therefore, there is no right for the Hindu devotees to light the lamp. So they can't keep changing their goalposts every time they lose an argument. They will have to start with their argument from first. So one issue is attained finality, that the entire hill is owned by the deity there. Lord Muruga is the owner of the entire hill. That is not in question. That can't be changed. 2, that the rights to worship is available everywhere in the hill except for the Dargah, Nelitopu and the right of access area. That is the only limit. So that's 15 meters, 15 meters. This entire Deepam is over 50 meters away and it's on the lower hill. So therefore there is no question of these things coming up. All their legal and factual arguments have gone to the dogs, gone to the worst position. They have lost out on every ground. Now today they are only wanting to hold political waters and social waters. Their 144 has fallen flat again. My learned senior categorically stated, if 10 people can go like hoist the flag, why can't the temple administration go light the lamp? It's a simple logical question. If the state government can answer this, they can stay in office. Otherwise, I think logically the chief minister should resign, not be in office. If he says that one person from the temple administration going and lighting the lamp is not a law and order situation they can protect, the chief minister should not be in office. The home ministry is under his advisement, is his ministry. He should not continue in office at all. People who elected him should raise these questions.
Mr. Ibrahim, I know you're not this official spokesperson of the DMK, but why do you think it is that the DMK is lost for answers today? Because this kind of disparity is widely open for everyone to see. It's no secret.
No, as Tamilians, we always want to have an harmonious living cutting across religions. There is no second thought about it. Having said that, the Trippuram Kundram issue, even the 100-year-old Deepathoon have been lit on the Uchupillayar Koil by the HRMC during the Kartikeya Deepam. So there is no second thought. Only the dispute where it comes is the new procedure.
But why is it that the HRMC, Department of the Government officials get the right to do this and then just say that, oh, we did it, which means it's okay, but everybody else should be not allowed?
No, usually it was happening during all these centuries, even during the ADMK government. That was the principal procedures which has been followed. There is no segregation whether the DMK or ADMK has done that.
I don't think that's the case, Mr. Ibrahim. I don't think that has happened in the last 2 years either. Forget AIADMK's time.
Even Madam Jayalalitha, even Madam Jayalalitha has upheld the division bench judgment even during 2014 and 2017. So you can't go ahead and spin the narrative what the BJP wants to do against the DMK. So having said that, the 100-year-old Uchipillayar Deepathoon have been lit up during this Kartikeya Deepam as well by the state government. No, that is where 100 years tradition have been followed. That is the same place.
Then you should have. You please understand. You please understand.
The pillar. One second, sir. Narayanan sir, the pillar which is under dispute is now, which has been placed by the Geometrical Survey of India during 1880s under the British era, is what the recordicum, which is what the
Mr. Ibrahim, tell me this one thing before I get in Mr. Muralidharan as well. He's been patiently waiting. But Mr. Ibrahim, tell me this one thing. If the government has done everything by the book and followed the law to the letter, why is it that the Madras High Court, the Madurai bench of it, has time and again has been exasperated over how officials have not been able to carry out the order they were given? The court has on record asked why officials have been in contempt and not allowed this lighting to go on.
I don't want to cast my aspersions on the single judge, Mr. GRS. Whatever the statement which he had made during all the public rallies.
Well, aspersions were cast. It even went to the stage of him being impeached. But anyway, that's another matter altogether. But yes, go ahead.
If you expect my answer, please answer fairness on allowing me. Yeah, Mr. GRS has given so many features regarding Sanatana Dharma, where it should be followed, which is about the
what is this?
Narayanan sir,
Mr. Tirupati, let him finish. Mr. Tirupati, let him finish.
And Mr. Udaynidhi, having said that, he said that those kind of oppression, whether it is followed by Hindu religion, whether it is followed by Islam religion, whether it is followed by Christian religion, has to be oppressed like a dengue or malaria. You can't go ahead and...
But that's not what he said. That's not what he said. He was talking about the Sanatan Dharma, which is exactly why questions are being asked of the DMK, because it looks like it's a pattern against one particular community. And I'm glad that you brought up what Udaynidhi Stalin said, because that's exactly why there is this sentiment among people of Tamil Nadu, not just your political rivals. But Mr. Muralidharan, I thank you for your patience and for patiently waiting. But I want to ask you this. Today we had Mr. Vijay, who held a Christmas event where he was reaching out to the Christian community in the state of Tamil Nadu. He said that I am going to uphold social harmony because that's not what's happening currently. He's pitching himself as the only contender against Stalin and the DMK. Why is he silent on this issue then? Is this not important enough? Are these not constituents of his that he's trying to woo or reach out to?
He doesn't have to, Poonam, for a simple reason. When the DMK is busy scoring self-goals, why should he bother? See, look at this state now, a state which we thought will never fight elections on communal grounds. Okay, it's fighting these. This election, 2026, is going to be between Lord Muruga, Jesus Christ, and Allah. That's how it's going to reflect. And who should we blame for this? Should we blame BJP? No. BJP, it's their right. See, that's how they play their politics. Hindu vote bank is utmost important for them because 85% of the population in Tamil Nadu are Hindus. So they're going to woo them. So that is politics for them. So who should have handled this sensibly? What is the population of Muslims in Tamil Nadu? 6.5%, probably 7 now. And the Christians, they also below this Muslims as per 2011 survey. But they are much more because there are a lot of people who enjoy benefits who don't want to show that they're Christians. So put together is 15%. That's it. And by wooing them, what is DMK going to achieve? DMK is paranoid today. DMK is they're scared because they're going to get a serious drubbing in 2026 because in 2021 the difference between DMK and ADMK is only 3.5%. And 3.5% has been already taken away by a gentleman called South Shankar who releases video every day. And they could not handle him, they put him behind bars. Okay, now it's in a level playing field. In the level playing field, if Vijay is going to take away, today, if you see the press meet in the Christmas function Vijay held, people some of the pastors' union said 234 constituencies, we are going to stand united with you. And this is the same with Islamic population also, because there are so many people, in the prisons in Tamil Nadu, filled with Islamic people who are actually, aggrieved that the Stalin government has done nothing for them. So the DMKs, they're scared. They don't know what to do.
Which is why I'm asking, are these people who are aggrieved by this controversy, by them not being able to light the Kartikeya Deepam, are these not the constituents that Mr. Vijay will fight for?
Vijay will definitely fight for. When there was no issue for so many years, Islamic people and Hindus have been united. They have a clear understanding. It is the DMK in the form of appeasement. They've gone overboard. They're up the wall right now. They don't know what to do. They really don't know how to counter the BJP narrative or the ADMK narrative or the new entrant Vijay. They fear Vijay.
Isn't that more reason for him to speak out and take on the DMK? Because this is an issue that has been handed out to him on a platter. Like you say, it's not an issue that matters to him. But if it's playing out in the field of Tamil Nadu politics, then why not? And yet we don't have any comment from him.
Poonam, let's understand, there is an Islamic community and Hindu community. Why should he take a side? He should not take a side. He is being neutral.
Exactly. He's not taking a side at all, which is exactly what I'm asking.
He should not. He should not. Why should he? He says, I'm not going to be communal. I'm going to be a secular government. This is what he's promising. When he's promising a secular government, why should he take sides? He should not. Because the court is seized of the matter, and we already have a fantastic judge who gave a judgment like G.R. Swaminathan, and everybody...
An order that the state government defied. And yet, Mr. Vijay had nothing to say about the DMK.
No, the DMK keeps complaining about G.R. Swaminathan, but on the contrary, in each and every one of his judgments, he either quotes the Prophet Muhammad or he quotes an Islamic friend who gave him, vegetarian food on an occasion on Ramzan. And they want to impeach him out of his seat. And see, they're scoring a self-goal. And what is happening now is Vijay, who would have thought he would get some 5 to 7%, I think probably now he thinks he's getting 10 to 15%. That's how it's going. And you won't be surprised. And Vijay, if not becoming chief minister, he will be the primary opposition in the parliament, in the assembly, starting 2026. And DMK will not be anywhere. This is the problem. And
so Narayanan Tirupati, it's the BJP's communal politics that eventually will lose out because both the TVK and the DMK are secular parties, and that's what the state of Tamil Nadu wants. And this is a controversy that the BJP hopes to get dividends from, but won't happen.
BJP is the only party that celebrates all the festivals, whether it is Ramzan or Christmas or Diwali. But these people in Tamil Nadu, particularly DMK and also today Vijay, they don't celebrate Hindu festivals. They want to eradicate Sanatana Dharma, that is Hindu religion. This is what the DMK has been. They don't even wish during Diwali, and that is what is happening. So they target the Muslim and Christian votes who vote in bulk. The Muslims' votes are decided in mosques, the Christian votes are decided in churches. So that is why they are after the Muslim and the Christian votes, whereas BJP doesn't do that. In fact, Hindus doesn't vote religiously. We also know that. So BJP is not communal. It is the DMK that is the communal party in Tamil Nadu. It is the DMK, Congress, Vidudalai Sirthaikal, all these parties are communal. And now, slowly, I think Vijay is also taking to that place. Because he should have, as you rightly said, he should have commented that at least, he should have commented on the government that they have not implemented the court's order, which I think Vijay did a mistake.
Well, we'll see where this goes because this matter is sub judice like we've been discussing, and up until there is a decision that comes out from the courts, the Supreme Court itself, whether this is something that keeps simmering on ground, we'll have to keep an eye out on. Given that elections are just around the corner in the state, this definitely has become an election issue. But I thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here on this edition of The Right Stand.